YouTube channel. My name is Crystal, and in today's video I will be sharing with you guys some of the changes that my body went through after having my baby girl, who is about to be 1 year old this month. So I'm approximately almost 1 year postpartum. Now, if you're already a mom, I'm sure you can relate to some of these changes that I will be touching on.
If you're an expecting mom,
I'm sure this video will be helpful, as it will help you to understand some of the changes that you may or may not go through. Everyone's body is different, and so you may have more changes than I do, or even less, who knows. So I'm hoping that this video can be relatable or informative for you in some way. Now, if you do like this video, do not hesitate, hit that like button. It does help out a lot. And if you have not yet subscribed, please do so. Hit that subscribe button down below. Now, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Now, the first change that I will be mentioning today is my belly button. I don't know why, but I feel like my belly button is actually bigger than it was before. I had a cute, neat belly button. While I was pregnant, at the point when my belly was the biggest, my navel was very flat, you know. And then afterwards, I realized that it went back in, but for some reason, the hole is a bit wider than it was before. It was really tiny, and now it's a bit bigger. So I don't know if that's a common change that other people experience. I don't know if in the future it will go down smaller, but that's where I'm at right now. Now, the second change that I will be mentioning is stretch mark. Yes, I did get stretch mark, but not on my tummy. But of course, Amy will not be my only child, or I hope she won't be. So that's probably something I have to look forward to in the future. But I did get a few on my thighs. So if you haven't yet had a child, that's something that may happen. It may not, you know, but of course it's something that you have to expect. Some people also get spider veins. Some people get varicose veins. I will insert a picture of the ones that I have on my thigh. They were definitely darker initially, but I realized that over time they're getting lighter. So that's pretty much it when it comes on to stretch marks for me. Now, the third physical change that I have noticed is that my boobs have gotten droopier. So, I mean, I was expecting that to happen, but honestly, I thought it would have been more. It's not as bad as I thought it would have been, but that's a physical change that I've definitely experienced. My boobs have definitely gotten droopier. They're not as perky as they were once before. Also, I noticed that the areolas are darker. I feel like it hasn't gone back to how it was originally. Not only are they darker now, but they are also bigger. So yeah, I don't know if that's a thing. I feel like they have gotten lighter though, because while I was pregnant they were like black dark you know, but now they have lightened up a bit, not to the extent that they were before, but yeah. So the colors of my areolas have changed, the size, and also my boob size.
I did forget to elaborate a little bit while I was filming, but my boob size have gotten bigger. I was once a B, I'm now a C, so I've gone up a whole cup size. I had to get rid of my old bras and get a whole new set.
Another change that one can expect when it comes on to your boobs are uneven titties. And personally for me, this is something that I was aware of. So I tried my best to even them out when I was feeding her. So I haven't really experienced much of that. So far I can say they're still pretty even. No, the next physical change I want to touch on is that my skin has cleared up a lot. Like, no, I do not have acne issues. Like, ever since I've had her, I haven't really had a problem with acne, and that's something that I've been struggling with my entire life. Like, ever since I left high school. I feel like high school was the worst. But I feel like throughout my adult years, I still had it, not as much, but it was still there. Even when I got pregnant with her last year, it's actually the year before. Even when I got pregnant with her the year before, at that time I had a huge breakup.
So far, I have a lot of breakouts on this side. This area, they say it's hormonal when it's on these sides. My forehead is pretty clear and in here, but my cheeks, this is horrible. So I have breakouts on this side of my face. First it was this side, then the bump went down. Obviously the spots are still there, but then this week I noticed over here. It's just ridiculous. I don't know
But I realized that as the pregnancy progressed, my skin cleared up. And even after giving birth to her, it's almost a whole year now, and my skin is still clear. I have literally no acne on my skin. So that, I mean, of course I'm wearing a bit of foundation right now, but for the most part my skin has been smooth ever since. I do have some hyperpigmentation in this area. You could probably see it peeking through the foundation, but for the most part my skin has been clear ever since I've been pregnant. I know that some people experience bad acne during their pregnancy. Everyone's body is different, so even though I may have clear skin, it doesn't mean that that may happen for you, you know. So you just have to be open-minded, in my opinion. Whenever you're gonna have a child, you just have to be open-minded and just be ready for the changes that will take place. I feel like once you're mentally there, then you'll be fine. Another thing that I experienced was postpartum shedding. So all this area here, the hair fell out. It is growing back now. I will definitely insert a picture so you can see the progress that it has made. It's still way shorter than the rest of my hair, but for the most part it is growing back, so I'm thankful for that. So that's something that I had to deal with, losing my hair. And I know that while some people are pregnant, they experience rapid hair growth, but I cannot say I experienced that. If it did happen, it wasn't that visible, you know. But after I had my baby, then I realized that my edges started falling out. So postpartum shedding is another thing that can be expected when you're expecting a baby. Another thing I noticed is that ever since I've had my daughter, I've been weaker. I don't know, because I'm usually a very energetic person. I'm always for physical activity, so I'm always moving around, you know. Even when I'm walking, I could just be going for a stroll. I'm always briskly walking because that's just me as a person. So usually whenever I'm on the go and I'm getting stuff done, I'm usually briskly walking. But I realize now, even just to come up the stairs, it makes me so tired. I'm just like, what is this? My body feels different, you know. I feel like it could probably be due to lack of physical activity. So that's something that I've definitely been working on. I'm just gonna go into my next point, and that is weight gain. No, let me just say, I did a video 6 months postpartum 6 months ago, and in that video I did share what my weight was, and let me tell you, my weight has increased since then. I haven't weighed myself for the past couple weeks, but this week, on Monday of this week, I decided, you know what, let me see where I'm at. And when I went on the scale, I'm like, what in the world is this? I was almost at the weight that I was when I gave birth to my daughter. I'm like, I can't believe that I gained that much weight since the last time I checked my weight. So I was like, something has to be done about this. And so I've been out exercising this week. I've gone out to do some physical activity twice already. I do plan on going out again tomorrow, but I definitely have to work on myself because this thing is getting out of control and we cannot have that, okay? So yeah, I'm working on that. I also want to do a juice cleanse. That's something that I've done twice before. It has worked for me. So I definitely want to kickstart everything. I mean, I have started, but I want to get a gym membership and all that. But before I do all that, I just want to kickstart everything with a juice cleanse. So that I will be doing next week. I will be documenting. So if you're interested in seeing that, ensure that you are subscribed and you have the notification bell turned on so you will know every time I upload a video. Anyways, another thing that I noticed is that my belly was darker after giving birth. When I say dark, I mean really, really dark. You know, but it has cleared up a whole bit, a good bit. You know, it's almost back to the regular color of my body. If not, I think it actually is. But that's something that I had to deal with. So this is what my belly is looking like. I do have some love handles here. Definitely need to work on it. The good thing though is that I don't feel like my belly is like super jiggly. So I feel like I'll be able to get it back to where it was, or at least very close to where it was. I just need to get some physical activity done. And this is my navel I'm telling you about. The hole, it was not this big. It was really tiny, but now this is what I'm working with. But I guess it's fine. Now the last and final change, this is not really physical, it's more mental, but I felt like I wanted to include this as well. I did a video, I think it was the last video, where I touched on my anxiety, but I didn't really go in depth the way I wanted to. And this is something that I've struggled with for my entire life, basically. But I realized that after I had my daughter, it increased drastically. Now the example that I wanted to give, I forgot while I was filming that video, is us traveling. So for instance, my husband, I know he must be annoyed with me because my anxiety is like, if I don't have to leave my house, I really don't, you know. And I realized that a lot of times driving with him, as long as she's in the car, I'm always like, oh my god, there's a stop sign, oh my god, there's this, because within myself I feel like I don't want to count on him looking and seeing it, because what if he doesn't, you know? So it's like I want to be that voice. So that's something that I have to constantly be dealing with. My anxiety puts me in a place where I'm always worrying. So even though I'm traveling, I'm never relaxed. My hands are always sweating, and that's something that happens to me when I have my anxiety attacks. My hands are always sweating. That's why I don't really go for long drives, because it's just too much to handle that my mind is all over the place. I like to be stress-free. So any situation that I can be in where I'm relaxed, my mind is at ease, that I love, you know. I feel like maybe as she grows older, that's something that will minimize. I hope so, you know. But as it is right now, I try my best not to go on super long drives with her. When I'm driving by myself without her there, which is extremely rare, but when that happens, I'm super comfortable, you know, once she's not in the car. But once she's in the car, it's a whole different story. So that's something I've definitely noticed. My anxiety increased tenfold. Like I'm always thinking way ahead, trying to think, oh, what can happen if we go out on the street, this and that, you know. So that's something that I'm struggling with. I'm definitely trying to work on it, you know. But yeah, and I'm sure there are other persons out there who can relate to this struggle. If this is something that you've experienced before, you've gone through, and you've found solutions for it, do not hesitate to leave it down in the comment section below, because personally I would love to know how to get over this hump, you know. One thing that I do want to leave you with, if you feel as if these changes are not something you're ready for, then wrap it up. You're not ready for a baby. You know. But on the other hand, if you are, trust me, these things won't matter to you, because of course for me personally, these changes do not matter to me that much. And I feel like once you're at that stage where you're actually ready to have a child, it won't really matter, you know. But of course I do want to lose weight, so I definitely have to work on that, and not where I want to be in that regards. But everything else is pretty fine with me. No regrets here. I do have my bundle of joy, so for me that's a plus. What's up? You want to tell them hi? Say hi everybody, my name is Amy. My name is Amy. Tell them, my name is Amy. What's that? I personally feel like kids are a blessing. The journey and the changes were so worth it. At least in my book, it was. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna wrap this video up right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was informative for someone. So yeah, with that being said, I will see you guys in my next one.